In today's video, let's go behind the mix of our recent song, The Good Earth. Hey everybody, it's Sammy, your favorite Ozark Canadian. Hey, I'm just fresh from the north right now. We just released our song, The Good Earth, which was actually a cover of a good song I heard from Johnny Cash, his album Any Old Wind That Blows. That's a good classic one. If you haven't heard it, you need to go back and listen to that one. Anyway, this is a pretty simple recording. I had my buddy Grant over and my buddy Alex, and we just laid down the track. I think a lot more artists should spend time recording live takes. You know, we spend so much time overdubbing and redoing and overdoing everything, overproducing stuff. Yeah, it's a little raw and rough around the edges, but I think it sounds better in the end. It's a really simple layout. We just have a mic on Alex for his vocal track near the end, and then just a simple mic on the actual drum that he's playing, the little snare he's playing with brushes there. Then you got a track just for my guitar, my vocal, and then we got, for Grant, we got another mic that just is for his vocal, and then finally his actual acoustic track. We didn't end up even filling in the last two tracks, didn't need them. Then we got our reverb on left and right on channel 9 and 10 on our mixer. Pretty simple. We probably could have got away with less mics, but we had them, so we threw them up. As always, the magic is loading in the tape. Let's get that dude in there. I've already queued up my location point, so we're ready to roll. Just gonna hit play on this guy and listen to what we got. 3, 4. And we're right in the track. Good Earth. So you can hear the basic layout of this. You got me and Grant's guitar here, both panned separate ways. A lot of bleed in there. You want that bleed. It helps glue everything together. Then you got my vocal track. It binds your hands in chains of clay. Real simple. We got some good isolation. When I left Good Earth behind. Then you got the little snare track here. Nothing too heavy. We didn't even really EQ much of this stuff. Just some low cuts and maybe rolling a few highs off a couple things. A lot of things. Looking back on all the years, I don't know what they mean. Like steel, I'm probably stronger from going through the important thing when you're recording with a group of people is you set everything up where you have better isolation. So as you notice in the video, none of the mics are really facing each other. So Alex's mics are all facing him, my mics are all facing me, and then Grant's mics are all facing him, because we use cardioid dynamic mics. So the rear end has actually a rejection point that kind of shoots off everything and doesn't listen, so to speak. At last I'm back on Good Earth, where I should have always been. And if you listen to the original recording, our arrangement is pretty much similar to what Johnny Cash did. He had a big arrangement. He could afford an orchestra and things like that, but we made do with what we had. And my daddy too. Now I'm working my hands in soil, trying to pay my dues. We did just have a little tiny bit of reverb here, just a little room reverb, just to give it a little space. Just shove a little Good Earth over my head. Have everyone open up a hymn book and sing. And then coming up, you got Grant and Alex. They lay in their part of the song. At the river in the sweet by and by. Really helped to fill it all in for me. I am, Jesus loves me. One of these days I'll fly. The takeaway for me on this track is just getting some friends together. Throw some mics up. Doesn't have to be a big deal. Doesn't even need a lot of thought. You'd be surprised at the magic you can capture. There's something about people playing in a room together. It has a sound and a feel to it. Even if you don't have the best techniques, which I don't, I just throw the mics up, and if it sounds pretty good, we just record with that. But you'll find that your tracks have a new life to them. You know, we have no click track going here. We're just playing off each other's time. It's a really beautiful, magical moment when that happens together. Now, we're not the best musicians in the world, but I really am proud of what we captured here. Now, as you can see, we took a pretty simple approach with this whole song. There wasn't even that much to show you. I could have showed you some EQ, but it was pretty all real basic. Just a light little reverb, and we just threw the tracks up. Let me encourage you, next time you're thinking about recording a song and it's pretty laid back or simple, just get some buddies together and record it all together. Don't worry about all those overdubs and click tracks and all that. Just get together and let the music happen. Let the gel happen. You might have to practice it a couple times, but you'll be surprised at the good take you get. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I always appreciate it when you come by and hear my stories and listen to my songs. Until next time.